Hello, today in this video we will see how lag and lead functions work in SQL. As the name suggests, lag function is used to print previous row of any column and the lead function is used to print the subsequent row of any given column. We will check out one example here. Imagine we have a table with columns year, quarter and revenue. Imagine we want to do a comparative study of revenue of this quarter and the previous quarter. For that we need to print them side by side. So what I mean in Q2 we need to print revenue of previous quarter, that is 2020 Q1 10 here, and subsequently we need to print like this, which looks something like this. Ten is printed here, 20 is here, 30 comes here, so on and so forth until the end. This is when we use a lag function. And imagine if you want the reverse of it. So imagine you want revenue of next quarter to be printed beside here. So for that we use a lead function and the output of it looks something like this. We will jump into pSQL and see how it works. I've already loaded the table in my locally installed Postgres shell. The table looks something like this. Before jumping into lead and lag function, we will see how the syntax of it looks like. This is how syntax of lag function looks like. We will have a lag function name written here and the column which we want to print and the lag value. Imagine in our case we need to print a value which is there one row before. That means in our case it will be the lag value will be 1. Again, this is optional value. If you have not given, the default value taken will be 1. Then again we will have a over clause. Inside that, if we want to partition by any of the columns, we can partition by, and we will have order by clause. Now we will jump into pSQL shell and see how we can apply the lag function. So our requirement was to print revenue of previous quarter beside this quarter. So we'll start with the query. Select star comma lag. We want to see the lag in revenue by one row over I'll not use partition by, I'll only use order by. I'll make it as year comma quarter. I'll name it as revenue previous quarter from revenue table. Looks like this. See, the revenue of previous quarter to Q2 it's 10 printed here. For 30 it is 20, that is 2020 Q2, so on and so forth. For first row we didn't have any value, so the SQL printed null here. Similarly, the lead function looks the same. The only difference is here instead of lag we will write lead. We'll write the lead function also and see how it looks. The only difference, as I told you before, we change lag by lead and we will fire the query. See, for quarter 1, next quarter value has been printed here. So we can change the alias name. We'll change the alias name. Instead of previous, we'll name it as next. See, revenue next quarter. So for 10 it is 20, for 20 it is 30, that is revenue of next quarter, so on and so forth. Thank you so much for watching. The blog version of the same video will be there in the description below.